Greetings everyone, welcome back to my sketchbook. In yesterday's drawing, I was just kind of goofing around with a dragon, and as I was finishing up, because it was taking a little while, I wasn't really super happy with it. I kind of pointed out a couple of things, but it doesn't really matter in the great scheme of things, as it is a sketchbook doodle. I want to fix these wings, maybe some more of the abdomen, and then I'll be able to flip the page because it's going to bug me if I don't. So how am I going to fix this? Well, this isn't permanent ink. I can't erase it, but what I have here is a cup with some water in it. I have a brush, and I'm just going to blend some of the lines away here if I can. See if I can get a little piece of tissue, sop it up a little bit like it's gravy. Look at that. I'm going to zoom in on that just a little bit so you can see that that line is kind of getting eliminated a little bit. I don't want the paper to absorb it too much. It can. I mean, this isn't magic paper by any means. It's Saturday afternoon. It's a beautiful day. Today, which could be kind of a late thing for some people, it's a day that I've taken down the vast majority of the Christmas stuff at my house. So tree, lights, decorations, including like shower curtain stuff. So that's going away. Now, as I said, I don't need to go too deep into this. This is just my own thing. This is not a commissioned piece. Nothing like that. Now, I'll blend the rest of this kind of after with my water-soluble Mystery Black Mont Blanc ink. Not sponsored, by the way. I just like this stuff a lot. So, what are we going to do about the body of this? That's going to dry a little bit more, I hope, because I'm going to put the ink to it pretty quick here. I could probably do something a little bit more with that, but I'm going to probably shadow that out. All right, so let's bring this out just a little bit here. You know what? I can bring it all the way out. Kind of all the way out. Open up my ink well. Get my Pilot pen that I use, a desk pen. And what I'm thinking, oh, you know what? I'm going to do that part off the hip as well. Because I want this to be more of a glider dragon flying machine. Some of you may remember probably got to be 30 years ago now, a show called Gargoyles. Well, those gargoyles didn't really fly as much as they could glide on like currents of air. So, I mean, for them to do a vertical takeoff, it required a pretty windy day right from the start. So I'm going to work the sails of the wings a little bit more into the body for this doodle. All right, so inkwell open, got my pen, and That should be dry enough. That'll be drier here soon enough. Let's see what we can do. So if I'm going kind of like from the edge of the hip, sort of like the handle-like area of the creature, I'm going to have to do the same over here. So I'm going to pick this spot here. And I think that'll kind of help with some of what I want going on. I'm still going to leave this sort of cape flap, but instead of having it kind of two-part almost fold back in on itself and hidden behind, I'm going to let it kind of stay out so that you can see the overall curve of the material of the wing. Now, other like weird little dragons that I've drawn, I've let this part, kind of like the hand part of a dragon, have more of the material. So like the wings itself would be much longer. So like on this would extend out further, almost as if, you know, this is the humerus, this is the forearm, so upper arm, lower arm, and then the hand finger stuff, I would often try to draw those as if they're comparably sized to that, so then you get more wing. But I'm goofing off here. So let's see. Anyway, so I started something here, yes. And I want there to be a little bit more going on with the body and this wing. And then here, let's have that move out. And I think that makes a huge difference in the overall sort of feel of that wing, rather than have like unnecessary bone structure here. Having the, you know, the arms of the creature stretch out, you would get sort of a shorter part of the wing, but from the body, if it's bringing it straight out from the side. Anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling on about this, but I think that this just suits what I want out of this dragon slightly better. My good buddy Neville in the background screaming at me. Let's add a little bit more to the underside of the rib cage, the thorax of this creature. And its leathery wing. A bit of shade under here, although some part of the wing might be kind of opaque, like light can kind of pass through. No matter. It's a creature of fantasy. So when I drew this yesterday, so you see here that this upper part of the arm is considerably shorter. That's why I did that before, because I really wanted to have something get kind of chewed up there, but it just, for some reason, it still didn't look right to me as I was finishing it up. So just wanted to kind of do a part 2 with that. Let's extend some of that veining a little bit, just for me. No one else is really going to mind this. And for the, you know, couple of people who've watched the other video, this is not going to make a huge difference. So that's what I got out of that. I think that the widening of the wing kind of helps it a little bit. I'm going to create kind of a fold here, I think. And then darken some more of that in. Silly stuff, picky stuff. All right. Do I want to do anything else with that? Well, let's look at this down here just for fun. As I said, I could extend this hand part, maybe have the wings go much wider. But I mean, I can leave this alone, and you know, the next time I draw a comparable looking dragon, then maybe I'll just do it that way then. All right, well, I could probably leave this alone. For a doodle, that isn't so bad. All right, folks, that is it. These are still sitting at my my desk here. Oh, on the back of that, there's a map of a maze, I should say, and it shows you how to recycle. I wonder if I could, you know, make my way to this. So that's a little Smarties box there. If I go up here, go this way, make my way over here like this. Ooh, yeah. Do I have to go around the lid here? Boom! That's how easy it is to recycle. Thanks, Smarties. Okay, well, for that I deserve a semi-naturally naturally sourced colors. I mean, look at this blue. What are they using to get blue that's a natural source? I don't know what it is. Maybe I should look that up, because you know, sometimes they would crush beetles to get like red. Or are these from flowers? Like, where are they getting? Like brown you can get pretty naturally. Green you can kind of source that naturally. Yellow, orange, blue. Where are they getting the blue from? If you know, let me know in the comments down below. You know, the 5 or 6 of you that have seen this. Where do blue Smarties get their color from? I can Google it, but I don't need to right now. All right, folks. That's me eating Smarties. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a great day. We'll figure out something else to draw another day. And that'll be it. All right. Ciao for now.